Hi, all. Week 8. I hope you're doing well. In some ways, it feels like it went very quickly, and in some ways, we've lived a lot of life in the last 8 weeks, haven't we? And some of you I've had for the last 2 courses. And so, can you imagine 16 weeks ago if someone had tapped us on the shoulder and given us a suggestion of what might be coming? Oh my goodness. But then sometimes I think, that's probably the way the Lord intends for us to live life, always, never exactly anticipating what's coming and just relying on Him through all of it. So who knows? It could be another 8 weeks ahead of us that we look back and say, if we had only known 2 months ago. So God be with you. God bless you. Just rely on Him through all of this. And as we're closing out our course, 2 things that I want to bring to your attention. One is don't forget that you can write a revision for any paper that we've written in this course so far. So look on page 4 of the syllabus for instructions. The papers, as you turn them in, are locked down, so you won't be able to submit it through Foxtail if you do a revision, but you are welcome to send them to me by the stated deadline on page 4 via email as an attachment. Make sure that it's a clean copy, please. I already have a copy of your previous, so if I need to, I can compare to that. And I'm looking for, as it says in the directions, more than just, please don't just accept my track changes. That would be lazy, but actually spend some time going through everything, and a little bit of a content change is what I'm looking for. So some effort in it. You can earn up to 1 grade higher if you take the time to do those. So most students I find, even though I'm well aware my overwhelming comments sometimes can feel like a lot, but understand that I'm not just doing it to pass time. I am truly doing it to try to help you to be excellent in your communication, and I hope that it's helpful to you. But by that, you can, in my courses, virtually always earn the grade that you hope to earn by making those revisions if you take the time. So look that over, page 4 of the syllabus. I also want to point out in our final paper that your audience is a little bit different. And this paper, although it's not necessarily worth more points, is intended to be a culmination of where we've been headed over the past 8 weeks. So read the topic now, spend a little bit of time thinking about it before you sit down to write. And remember, in any academic paper that you ever write, the more that you're able to pull in the sources and the language that we've been using from week 1 forward, the better your argument will be. So I've said to you repeatedly, the more specific you are, the more persuasive and memorable your writing will be, but also the more specific you are in using the language that has surrounded our course. So certainly I'm asking directly in the assignment for scriptural references, but also any of the 2 textbooks that we've read, any of the TED Talks that we've listened to, any of that you want to bring in just to show me kind of a breadth of understanding. What I'm really looking for and hoping to see is maybe a change, a transformation from week 1 until week 8 in the way that you think about these things. And then the challenge that I'm putting before you in this final paper is to consider how you would explain these concepts to someone who's not in our course, someone who potentially is not a believer. You can read the audience description and the assignment. But it's a little more of an effort, right, to take our faith and articulate it in a way that those listening won't hear the word Jesus and have a wall instantly start to go up. Because really what we're concluding, I hope, in this course is that He is the most effective, profound example of leadership that's ever been. So how might you explain that to someone who's in leadership who might benefit from it, but who's not exposed to this kind of language and who's not a churchgoer and who might think, really, you're going to try and put your religion on me? That's not what I want to hear. So how do you explain these concepts without getting that defensive wall going up? That's your greatest challenge coming out of this course, that these concepts would not just be impactful for you, but would be something that you can teach and share with others, but share with them in a way that you can keep the conversation lines open and keep them listening. And of course, God willing, we always pray for that little bit of a hint of a Holy Spirit nudge in any conversation that you have. I have so appreciated your transparency and honesty in the discussion forums, your willingness to kind of poke at some of the speakers and suggest new ideas, that's great. That's what critical thinking is all about. So God bless you. Good job. Let me know if you have questions as we move forward. And I've said before, and I'm going to keep saying, at any point until you earn your degree, I know who you are, and I'm here, and I'm easy to reach by email. So if it's a grammar question, or it's a content question, or you're working with other students or other instructors and you've got a question about your trajectory in your path to completion, send me an email. Don't hesitate. Just send a quick email and I will answer you as quickly as I'm able. Blessings on your week. Enjoy the sunshine.